See him a beast when he hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when he hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch and the champ only need one round like ha. Yeah, me, I'm a G bring heat in the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Noecker with the Scrap News, and today we got a bad man with us, if you know what I mean. Shamel Findley. Shamel, how you doing, dude? It's technically fight week. It's a week away.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm great. I cannot complain. I'm just ready. I'm so ready, and I feel like I've evolved a lot. I had some decent amount of time off, and I'm ready to get in there.
It's on a Thursday, April 20th. Is
Mhm.
that weird at all? Why a Thursday night?
That is for sure weird, but I have made it my business to like in my amateurs. Like I had a decent amount of fights in my amateurs, and I made it my business to prepare myself for just be prepared for all the unexpected and all the like weird ups and downs of this game. So it's cool, man. I could fight any day.
And this is your second fight with Cage Fury. I'm rocking the shirt. Great promotion.
Mm-hmm.
You're going up against Will Spann.
Oh man.
You're good. We're good. No worries. We're good. No
All right.
worries. I was just saying, you're going up against Will Spann. Real quick, first of all, is he related to Ryan Spann in any way? Do you know?
I have no idea, but funny enough, yeah, when you look him up, a lot of Ryan Spann comes up. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was
yeah,
doing some research and I was like, are they related? I don't know, but same last name.
yeah, I don't know.
So, taking him on April 20th, what are your thoughts on him as an opponent?
You know what? I've been asking myself that question a lot lately. It's like I haven't had much of a thought on him, and I'm trying to figure out why that is. And I did come up with though. I respect that he's taking this fight against me. Um, Only just because of like his age, like where he's at in his career. So I respect that he obviously has a lot of self belief. You know what I'm saying? He's not cherry picking his fights or trying to pad his record. And so yeah, that's like my basic thought on him. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like Cage Fury's whole motto is no easy fights. Every fight is close. Great matchups
Mhm.
all around. So from like, I don't know if you've watched any tape on him or if you've seen any of his fights from what you have seen and knowing how you
Mhm.
fight, how do you feel that you two
Mhm.
match up stylistically against each other?
Ah man. Without giving too much away, I love to fight for myself, but that's how all fighters feel. That's how we always feel. That's how we get out there every time. I love to fight for myself. Um, I love that he's southpaw. I'm I'm southpaw, but I switch a lot. So I think it's gonna be. I think he's quick. He's athletic. He's young. He's gonna come to fight, and I like that. Uh, you know, Oftentimes you get these guys that you get these great knockouts or you get these great finishes, but you focus on the guy that got that, but you kind of forget like it takes two to tango, and being in that position and getting those finishes and creating those back and forth or those collisions, or it takes that other person being willing to engage. So yeah, so as long as he comes out there and we fight, man, I'm gonna fight.
And like you said, without giving too much away, you got a prediction for me?
Ah, a prediction. I don't know. I've never really done a prediction, but I will say this. Man, I will say this. I do play for keeps, man. I don't go out there to score points, or I do not look for decisions.
Well, I'm excited to see it play out, man. I think everybody here who is watching is. And your first fight, Cage Fury, that is, you beat their
Mm,
former flyweight champion in dominant fashion. How good did that
mm.
feel to walk into this new promotion and beat a former champ of theirs?
Man, it felt good. It felt good, but like I've been saying, man, I've just been on such a mission. After I after my first loss, or after I lost my first pro fight, it's like none of the wins have truly satisfied me yet. I don't know. It's like, but maybe that's just what I need. That's just where I gotta be at with it. As far as my last opponent goes, man, a lot of respect to him too. I didn't think that it was a fight that he necessarily needed to take at that point in his career, but he took it. And I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. I'm stuck in between like a place where I'm like, I don't know whether I should be offended by the fact that people take fights with me at certain points, but it's I do have this little bit of like respect for it because like, dang, you were really willing to put it on the line. So how I felt about that fight was I felt like I knew my capabilities and I knew how it would play out there. But it was one of those times like just because I know like you got to go improve it, you got to go do it in front of everybody. So it was cool to get that like proof out there, that
And is
vindication.
sorry, but is one of your goals to win that Cage Fury belt? And if so, does a win here put you in that picture?
For sure, that's one of my goals. So I'm glad you asked me that. I'm gonna do another little manifestation thing or foreshadowing thing, and what I want is 10 fights before the big show.
Hmm.
So 10 pro fights before the UFC, or 10-1 before the UFC. Because if I get to 10 fights and I need like a title defense or something. But yeah, I just want double digit fights before the UFC, and on the way there, of course, this Cage Fury belt is definitely a goal of mine. And another reason that I'm kind of like, when I say I respect Will's stand, another thing is a lot of things happen behind the scenes, and I've already been in conversations for the title.
Mhm.
And these guys, I've had six guys with good records, a good skill level, pull out on me, or pull out or not answer or not respond. So yeah, I definitely want it, and it's cool. I kind of put it on the back burner because I'm just ready to be active again. I'm ready to show, what I've been working on.
Yeah, man, and we're excited to have you back. It's been since Cage Fury 113, I think, and that was a while
Hmm.
ago, 6 whole Cage Fury
Hmm.
cards ago, and
Yeah,
time
yeah.
time to be back now. How do you like Cage Fury overall as a promotion, man? I mean, you got John Morgan, CM Punk, UFC Fight Pass, one of my all-time favorite promotions.
And so I still, because of the way, so if you've followed certain things and gone back and watched certain things, I still feel like I need to introduce myself to Cage Fury. Like I haven't, even the way my last performance went. My opponent uh, didn't get up between rounds. He didn't get off the stool. So it's like it's great. It's a great stoppage. It's a great. It's something different about like that no mas moment. Like you ever heard like Lomachenko like, oh no, like no Maschenko, like people wouldn't get up off the stool against him. But yeah, so it's something different about that, and it's like, dang, I guess I should feel good about that. But also, I'm like, I was kind of amped up for round three. After I knew that I had took that momentum and that he was hurt and that he was wilting, it's like, oh, I'm ready to like show out now. So with Cage Fury, I still feel like there's a lot more to see from me, and there's a lot more of myself as a fighter and as a person to introduce. I didn't get to speak on the mic or anything after, so
Yeah.
yeah, there's still a lot left to be seen. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I know what you mean. You want like that show-stopping moment in a round,
Yeah.
like, and hey, man, great
Yeah.
opportunity coming up a week from yesterday on Thursday, April 20th. Are you happy that this fight is closer to home? You're in Georgia, right? And this
Yeah.
fight is in Florida. Last time you fought was all the way up near me in Pennsylvania. So how does it feel to be back home for this one?
I love that it's in Florida. I mean, and going back to something else you asked me about it being on Thursday. that is weird, but I have found peace in the fact that it's on Thursday, so I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to just spend the weekend,
Got a long
in
weekend.
Tampa, or so that's cool. I do. I love that it's in Florida, and but I will say one of the biggest reasons or motivations or one of the things that I love the most about fighting is the traveling. So last time it was in Pennsylvania, that was cool to me too. Like I love just the fact that I can show up in any city, and it's always business. It's always a work trip for sure. But yeah, they feel like little fight cations to me. And when you're in certain hotels with other fighters and going to the restaurants and being a part of like the weigh-ins and the media day little stuff, for that weekend, it feels like it's like your birthday or you're a mini celebrity for. So I like going to town. Yeah, I like going to town.
Are you bringing like an entourage with you? Because I know you're pretty close to home there.
I do not know. I never know who's gonna show up to these fights for and with. No, I know who's gonna show up with me before me.
Sure.
Um, and I stopped looking to be so hands on with that stuff a long time ago. I learned like my focus just needs to be on the fight, and I'm always just as surprised as everybody else when people start cheering or it gets really loud in there, or I jump out of the cage and it's everybody, it's all my family and friends and just people I just had no idea was coming. It's like it's always a surprise to me too. So I don't know. We got to wait and see.
We'll see if it gets loud. I'm sure it will, man. And I believe you're still at American Top Team, correct?
Yes, yes.
So who's going to be in your corner for this fight from that gym? Because that's one of the best gyms in the world, man.
Yeah, so I'm actually I did get a chance to go uh, Coconut Tree.
Hold on one
It was
second. I'm going to pause.
amazing experience.
You froze
Amazing
for a second.
experience.
So just take that back real quick. I don't want anyone to miss that.
Okay.
You were just saying where you were training.
You good
Sorry.
now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did get a chance to train at American Top Team Coconut Creek.
Mm.
That was an amazing experience. An amazing experience. And I got to go with some very high level guys that are in my weight class and doing many of the things that I want to do. So yeah, shout out American Top Team Coconut Creek, and shout out all those guys that gave me all those great rounds and the coaches that took the time to just give me their time and give me some wisdom and knowledge. But I'm at American Top Team Team Lima, and yeah, man, it's a lot of great fighters and coaches there. And who's in my corner though? Oddly enough, who's in my corner? They are my high school wrestling teammates, man. I've been keeping it very close to home with a lot of things, and they keep me grounded, and they know what I want out of this, and they're in the trenches with me, they grind with me. So, it's just been us against the world, and we just come back to the gym with all my coaches and stuff, and we kind of present them with the win, like, yeah. So yeah, so this time, yeah, no coaches from the gym, just my teammates.
That's awesome, man. That's a great story. And that's cool that you're still buds with all your high school wrestling friends. So am I. I hang out with them
Yeah,
almost every day still, and we still work out together
yeah,
and enjoy his
yeah.
company. So that's awesome. Now we kind of talked about your goals and everything, and now I just kind of
Mm.
want to ask about what you would like to accomplish in terms of a schedule for the rest of the year, right? We're about halfway through 2023, barring everything goes well and there's no injuries in this next fight or camp.
Mm.
When do you want to get back in there? How many more fights in 2023? I know that they're rumored to be coming back for, I guess that'll be 120 around like June 15th, 16th up here in Atlantic City.
Mm. Oh yeah, I didn't know that yet. But yeah, for me, I don't, man, I'm a workhorse. Last year I fought. How many times did I fight? Six. I fought 6 times last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I fought like so it was like every other month. My camps were like I fought one time like month like January, February, took off
Yep.
March, then April, then took off, and that's how my schedule was last year, and I was fine with that.
Wow.
And I got them done, and I had a decent year, and I think that's why I was talking about the little break that I got to have this time. And I was like, it was much needed. I got to actually evolve and let my body kind of heal up from all of those. And so I'm thinking this year, with what I've done, I want three, but four if I can stretch it to, if I can stretch it to four. And I would have liked more if people, if the same people that I was talking about earlier didn't pull out or not respond or da, 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 we would have got the ball rolling a little earlier. But we're here now in April, so I'm looking to get like 3 or 4 more in for sure.
So tell me how this sounds. I'm going to play a little matchmaker for a second. You get 3 more fights in this year, right? That puts you at 9-1-1. That's 11 fights as a pro. That will also
love that, yeah.
That would be perfect timing for January 2024, which is when about the time they start filming The Ultimate Fighter. Is that something that could interest you?
For sure. For sure. There are certain things that are written down as my goal that might not be like to everybody else, but there are certain things like that got me into the sport, and I'm gonna enjoy the experience way more than like what it gets me, how much it pays, da da da. Like the Ultimate Fighter, yeah, I want to be on the Ultimate Fighter. Like I remember that's one of the ways I was introduced to the sport, and it'd be insane to like be able to go back one day when it's all said and done, you gray, old, da da da, and like really watch an episode or episodes of yourself. Like, man, I was really on kind of like reality TV as a fighter. So yeah, I'd love that.
That would be awesome, man. Hopefully that all works out or something similar to that. That would be great. I think the big leagues, so they say, are in your future, no doubt. And before we get out of here, man, I just want to, of course, dude, of course. Thank you. You're the entertainer. You make me as a fan excited. So thank you. And before we get out of here, I'm just wondering, dude, obviously you train hard, you work hard, you're always in the gym and you fight. But if there is ever a time in your life when you're not training and going hard in the octagon, how do you spend your free time? Do you have any hobbies or interests outside of fighting?
Oh yeah, plenty of them. And I think that more fighters should. I mean, yeah, more fighters should, man. Some of these guys are a little thrown off because they don't. But yeah, I got plenty of hobbies, man. I tattoo.
Oh yeah,
I'm a tattoo artist outside of fighting. Yeah, yeah,
love my tats.
yeah. But um,
Shamel froze, but we're talking about tattoos. Are you back? Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. We were just talking about
I don't
tattoos.
know what that was.
Yeah, Zoom's weird sometimes, but tattoo artist, tell me about that.
But yeah. So I love it. It's a definite. It's a way to because at our core, that's what all fighters are. We're entertainers, but we're artists. There's a reason if you wanted to just fight, you could do that for free. There's a reason that you put yourself through it, cut all that weight, da da da, da, cut your hair a certain way, get the tattoos, go out there in front of the lights and cameras, and it's because you want to express yourself. But not only do you want to express yourself, you want to share it with others. You want to share it with the world. So like me as a creative, it's cool to do that without having to bring myself pain. Because I was about to say bring somebody pain, but you know what? It does hurt people when you're tattooing. But anyway, at least you're bringing them joy at the end of it. It's art, and yeah. So I do that, and you have to sit in one place at a time, and it's a cool way for me to kind of relax, and you have to concentrate for long periods of time. So it's almost in a way kind of like my form of meditation. And you also become a therapist or just a listener or ear or shoulder to cry on for a lot of people. So I think it's very engaging. It opens up your mind to different ways of thinking, and yeah, that's just my way of getting away from just fight, hurt, da, 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 like I don't know. That's my way out. Yeah, and there's plenty of other stuff.
That's awesome, man. My pops owns a tattoo shop, so I definitely know
Yeah.
about that life. And the therapist thing was interesting you said that, because 100%, you guys are
Yeah.
straight up therapists for people. It's incredible.
Yeah.
That's cool though,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome that you can balance those two lifestyles together. And last thing for me, man, you have tons of fans out there. Cage Fury, big promotion, UFC Fight Pass. A lot of eyes are on you in this fight,
Yeah.
and it sounds like your career is going places. So you're going to be a big name for years to come. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody? The mic is yours.
Oh man, yeah, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. There are plenty of times where it sucks or it's a struggle or you're hungry, you're tired, but I do take a lot of my energy and a lot of my will to keep going. From all of you that tune in and that send those encouraging messages or want to see me be great. It's like I can't quit on myself because I don't want to quit on you guys. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Well, Shamel, thank you, man. I appreciate the time during a busy week of your life and a very big week of your life. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't, please go check out Shamel. Go give him a follow and make sure you tune into his fight, Cage Fury 119, April 20th on UFC.
We in there.
Yes, sir. Shamel, thank you so much, man. Kick ass. And when you get that dub, we'll do a little post fight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Awesome, bro.